Hi, Mahima here from Goask Now Academy. I hope you all are doing good. So today we will study the topic 4, which is vibration of the stressed string. So here, firstly, we'll totally talk about the strings and the vibration, and when we stress the condition, whatever will be happen. So firstly, we'll study the transverse and the progressive wave in the stressed string. So when the string is clamped rigidly at its two end of the plug in the middle, transverse and progressive waves travel and towards the edge of the string. You just see it has been clamped with the two ends, and when we plugged at the middle, the transverse and the progressive wave travels in each of the end string. Here the speed of the wave will be like v is equals to under root t upon m, where t is the tension, m is the mass of the per unit length, and by the superposition of the incident and the reflected wave, the transverse stationary waves are set up in the string. Now, here the notes are produced at the two clamped end, and T note is produced at the middle. Here the notes are producing here in the two ends, where NT node is producing in the middle. The distance between the two consecutive node will be lambda by 2, and the length will be L is equals to lambda by 2. So here it will be lambda is equals to 2L. This is the wavelength. Now frequency of the sound emitted will be N is equals to V upon lambda, where V is the velocity. So we'll substitute the value, and here we get N is equals to 1 upon 2L square root of T upon M. Now the laws of vibration string. So firstly, the law of length is also playing the role. So for the given wire, tension is T, which is fixed at the mass point of the per unit length M, which is fixed, and the frequency varies inversely. So the vibrating length is directly inversely proportional to 1 upon L. Second, the law of tension. For a given vibrating length which is fixed and the mass of the per unit length is M, which is also fixed, the frequency varies will be N is directly proportional to the square root of T, or where T is the tension. The law of mass for the given vibrating length and for the tension T varies the inversely square root of the mass per unit length, N is inversely proportional to 1 of square root of 1 upon M. This is the law of mass. Now standing wave in a string fixed for the both end. A string is stretched between two fixed point. L is the length of the string and T is the tension of the string. So a harmonic progressive wave is set up in the string by the plucking. This wave will get reflected from the two fixed end and the standing wave will be formed. So the harmonic progressive wave is set up due to the plucking. Then the equation will be y1 is equals to a sine 2 pi upon lambda vt minus x. So the reflected wave traveling in the opposite direction with the phase difference. Here the phase difference will be like y2 is equals to a sine 2 by vt plus x then plus phi. Then which will be equals to minus of a sine 2 pi upon lambda vt plus x. So for as we have y1, y2, now the principle of superposition, the resultant displacement will be equals to y minus of 2a cos 2 pi upon 2 pi t upon t plus not plus sine 2 pi x upon lambda. This will be the superposition resultant displacement, and this represent the stationary wave is lambda is equals to 2L upon p, and where p is equals to 1, 2 and 3. Now first mode of vibration. We will read the mode of vibration for first, second, and third. So let's go ahead with the first mode of vibration, where P will be equals to L. So obviously lambda 1 will equals to 2L. So N1 is equals to V upon 2L. So 1 upon 2L square root of T upon M. So N1 is called a fundamental tone, where you can see the note, two different notes, and A is in the middle. So this is for the first node of vibration. Now for the second, means it here the P is equals to 2, lambda 2 is equals to L only, because the for the two node this will be the structure, two nodes and three nodes will be there and two NT nodes. So N2 will be equals to V upon L, so 1 upon L and then square root of T upon M, which is equals to twice of N1. So N2 is the first, it's called the first overtone on, or a second harmonic we can say. Now for the third mode of vibration, here P will be equals to 3. So lambda 3 is equals to 2 by 3, 2L by 3, then N3 will be equals to 3V upon 2L. Then 3 upon 2L is square root of T upon M, which is equals to thrice of N1. So like the structure will look like this, and N3 is the second overtone, or we can say a third harmonic. This is for the third mode of vibration. Now, if the string is vibrate with the P segment, then N will be equals to P upon 2L square root of T and T upon M. This will be the string vibration when the P segments are there. The relation of fundamental tone and the overtones. So, this will be N1, N2, and N3 and N4. The ratio between them will be equals to 1:2:3:4. Now, the position of note. If the string is in the pth mode of the vibration, then it will be it will be p plus 1 nodes at. So the x will be equals to 0, 2l upon p, 3l upon p, and then so on, and it will go up to l. This will be the position of nodes. Okay, for the pth mode of vibration. Now, position of NT nodes. If the string is in the pth mode of vibration, then there will be the PNT nodes, and the distance like position will be like x is equals to 1 upon 2p, 3l upon 2p, then 5l upon 2p, and it will go on and till 2p minus 1 upon 2p. So this is for the position of NT nodes. Now, sonometer. What is sonometer? A sonometer is the device for demonstrating the relationship between the frequency of a sound produced by the plugged string and the tension length and a mass per unit length of the string. This is what sonometer called. So here, N will be equals to 1 upon 2L and the square root of mg upon pi r square and then rho. This is the equation where L is the length of the wire, R is the radius, M is the mass of the weight suspended, and rho is the density of the material of wire. So this is the equation for the sonometer, and the sonometer is a device demonstrating the relationship between the frequency of sound produced by a plugged string and the tension length of the mass per unit length of the string. Now, from this, we got some key equation and the formulas. So, speed and the frequency of the transverse progressive wave in a stress string will be like speed of the wave will be v is equals to square root of 2 t upon m, where t is the tension of the in the string, m is the mass per unit length of the string, frequency of the wave string is n is equals to 1 upon 2 l whole square root of t upon m. Laws of vibration of a stress string, law of length, it will be like n is inversely proportional to 1 upon l, or t and m are constant. The law of tension and is directly proportional to square root of t, where L and M are constant. And for the law of mass, it's inversely proportional to the square root of M. For here, L and T are the constant. Standing wave in the string fixed for the both, and here we have concluded this with the help of superposition. From y1 and y2, we get the standing wave equation, which is y is equals to minus of 2a cos 2 pi t upon t, and then sine 2 pi x upon lambda, where lambda is equals to 2l upon p, and also p is equals to 1, 2, 3, and so on. Now, for the first mode of vibration, fundamental tone or the first harmonic wave. So, lambda 1 is equals to 2l. So, here n1 is equals to v upon 2l. So, 1 upon 2l is directly proportional is 1 upon 2l and square root of t upon m. This is for the first mode of vibration. Now for the second mode of vibration, first tone or the second tone is harmonic. So lambda 2 is equals to L. So N2 is equals to V upon L. So 1 upon 2L square root of T upon M, which is equals to the twice of N1. So this structure is representing the node and antinode thing as well. Now the third tone vibration. So here the second overtone or the third harmonic, lambda 3 is equals to 2L by 3. So, and 3 is equals to 3B upon 2L. So, 3L square root of T upon M, which is equals to thrice of N1. So, if the string vibrates with a P segment, then N will be equals to P upon 2L and square root of T upon M. The relationship of a fundamental tone and the overtone will be like N1 ratio, N2 ratio, and 3 ratio and 4, which is equals to 1 ratio, 2 ratio, 3 ratio, 4. Now the position of nodes. If the string is in the pth mode of the vibration, then there will be p plus 1 node at x is equals to 0 and x is equals to 0, 2l upon t, 2l upon p, and then 3l upon p, and it will go till l. Now the position of NT nodes. So if the string is in the pth mode of the vibration, then there will be the PNT node at x is equals to L upon 2p and 3L upon 2p, 5L upon 2p, and it will go like 2p minus 1 upon L upon 2p. So this is the position of the NT nodes. Now the sonometer working formula will be N is equals to 1 upon 2L square root of mg pi r square and then rho, where L is the length of wire, R is the radius of wire, M is the mass of the weight suspended, and rho is the density of the material of the wire. So these are some key formulas and the equations. Now let's move ahead with a 1 mark question. Here the velocity of the propagation of the wave is stress in the spring tension T and the mass of the per unit length is M will be like a square root of T upon M. We have studied it. Also, the radius is stress by reduced to the half of the new wave compared to the final value, it will be double. If radius is stressed wire and reduced, it is stretching, but also it is reducing to the half. Then the new wave speed of the compared to the final value will be double only. Why do the magician playing sitar, violin, etc. Press the wires of the different places by the left hand finger? So to change the length of the wire so that the different frequency are emitted, just for the frequency emission, they are clicking, they are just simply placing their left hand on the different wires. In the adjoining diagrams is shown the stress of the spring P and Q and write the ratio of the frequency of the string in the two cases. The tension in the string remains unchanged. So here we have 2 points P and Q. Okay, and another is also P and Q, and the vibration mode like the end nodes are being produced. So in the adjoining figure is shown a stress string vibrating P and Q. Write the ratio of the frequencies and in the string of the two cases. So here we can say no antinode and no nodes have been produced. The ratio will be only one is simply going reflected in the incident ray. Its ratio is 1 and here 1, 2 and 3. So the ratio between P and Q will be 1:3. Now let's move ahead with the 2 marks question. Describe the laws of transverse vibration of the stress string. So it will be law of length, law of tension and law of mass. So according to the law of length here for a given wire, suppose the tension is T which is fixed and the mass of the per unit length M which is fixed. So the frequency varies inversely with the vibrating length like N is inversely proportional to 1 upon L. For the law of tension, for the law of for a given vibrating length which is fixed a mass per unit length M which is fixed frequency varies directly with the square root of tension T. So N is directly proportional to square root of T. And for the law of mass, for the given vibrating mass which is fixed and the tension is T, so the frequency varies inversely. So N is inversely proportional to the 1 of square root of M. So these are the law of transverse vibration for the stress string. Now draw the diagram showing the formation of second overtone the stress string. So we have already studied it. 3 NT nodes in the 4 nodes have been produced here. The distance will be lambda 3 upon 2. So this diagram is representing the formation of the second overtone stressed. A sonometer wire resonates with the tuning fork. If the length of the wire between the bridge is made twice even, then it can be resonate with the same fork. Why? So firstly, the frequency of the fundamental tone is N1 is equals to 1 upon 2L into square root of T upon M, which is equals to N. So which is the frequency of fork. When the length is doubled, then frequency of the fundamental tone will be N1 1 upon 4L into T upon M, which is not equals to N. Here it was equals to N, but when it got doubled, length got doubled, it's not equals to N. So for the first overtone, 2 upon 2 into 2L, square root of T upon M, which is equals to 1 upon 2L into T upon M. So this is the, and it is equals to frequency of fork and hence it resonate as well. Now, 3 and 5 max question. Explain the formation of the standing waves in the string clamped at the both end and discuss the various mode of vibration. Firstly, a string is stretched between the two fixed points, where the length will be L, T will be the tension of the string. So a harmonic progressive wave set up in the string by plucking. So this wave gets reflected from the two fixed end and standing to the wave are formed. So the harmonic progressive wave set up due to the plucking V by 1 is equals to A sine 2 pi lambda Vt minus x. This will be the first equation. Then the reflected wave traveling to the opposite direction with the phase difference phi. So at this time y2 will be equals to minus of A sine 2 pi Bt plus x. Okay. So now we have y1, we have y2. Now by the principle of superposition, the resultant displacement will be like y is equals to y1 plus y2. So we'll substitute the value, and here we get overall value for the y or displacement after superposition, which is equals to minus of a sine 2 pi upon lambda Vt minus x minus sine 2 pi upon lambda and then Vt plus x. Now we'll use the trigonometric relation. So we have sine A minus sine V, which is equals to twice of cos A plus B upon 2 and sine A minus B upon 2. So this is the trigonometric relation. So when we use this over here in this equation, we get y is equals to minus of 2a 2 pi v by Vt upon lambda sine 2 pi x upon lambda. So we'll put the equation v upon lambda is equals to 1 upon t. So we got y is equals to minus of 2a cos 2 pi t upon t and then sine 2 pi x upon lambda. So this represents the stationary wave where lambda is equals to 2l upon p and p is equals to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 and so on. Now we'll go through with the first mode and second mode and the third mode of vibration. For the first mode, p will be equals to 1 and wavelength will be lambda l is equals to twice of l. And annual frequency will be equals to v upon 2l. 1 upon 2l will substitute the value in t whole square root of t upon m. So n1 is called the fundamental tone. And now same for the second mode of vibration. Here p will be equals to 2. So lambda 2 is equals to l. So n2 is equals to v upon l. 1 upon l square root of t upon m, which is equals to twice of n1. So the diagram will be like this. Two NT nodes here and 3 nodes, and n2 is the first overtone. And yeah, it's called a first overtone. Now the third mode of vibration, p will be equals to 3. Lambda 3 will be equals to 2l upon 3. So n3 will be equals to 3v upon 2l. Then 3 of 2l, then square root of t upon I will substitute the value, and here we get thrice of n1 or n3 is called a second overtone. So this is all about the overtone. Now, what do you understand by the harmonics? Explain the given necessary sketch and both the type of harmonic, even the odd and even and odd, are produced in the stressed string. So firstly, we'll have to explain the harmonics. What is actually harmonic? Harmonic is the wave whose frequency is an integral multiple of the frequency of some reference wave. For the stationary wave, stress wave of the string will be lambda is equals to 2l upon p, where p is equals to 1, 2 and 3. So see, for the different wavelength, for the 2l, for l, for 2l by 3 and for 2l by 4. Frequency equation will be for the lambda 1 is equals to 2l, n1 is equals to v upon 2l, 1 upon 2l square root of t upon m. Here the relation with the fundamental tone will be like n1 will be equals to 1 of n1. That's fine. This is the first harmonic. A diagram will be look like this. For lambda 2 is equals to L, the equation will be L2 is equals to V upon L, 1 upon L, T upon M, which is equals to twice of N1. Means N2 is equals to twice of N1. It means second harmonic. Same, it will be equals to when lambda 3 is equals to 2L by 3. It means N3 is equals to 3B upon 2L, or 3 upon 2L means square root of T upon M, which is equals to 3 of N1. It means N3 is equals to thrice of N1. So it will be third harmonic. Same for the 12 by 4, it will be equals to the fourth harmonic. So this is the like a sketch for the different harmonic, even and odd, when it is produced in the stressed string. Now describe the construction and the working of a sonometer in the determining frequency of tuning fork, and also explain the utility of the hollow sound box in the sonometer. So firstly, like we have only started the definition, but here we'll deeply study the construction of sonometer as well. So sonometer consists of a hollow rectangular wooden block. In the diagram we can see, on which a uniform wire is attached in the one string of the end A, this here and A. The other end of the wire passes to the bridge B and C, and the pulley is D. The length of the wire of the bridge can be stated on the state of the skate. So a weight M is suspended from the free end of the wire. By putting the different weight in the tension wire can be adjusted. So the wire rests on the bridge where the wire cannot vibrate. So the notes are formed and there and the wire vibrates. So the fundamental mode, the frequency of the vibration can be altered by changing the position of the bridge. Once we change, it can be altered, okay, by changing the tension of the placing displacement weight. So determination of the frequency of a tuning fork. How we can determine it. So determine the frequency of the tuning fork. The tension of the wire is kept at constant. This wire tension kept at constant. The vibrating length is so adjusted. Fundamental frequency of the wire become the frequency of the tuning fork. To perform the small paper rider is placed in the wire here. Okay. So the midpoint of where the antinode is formed and the midpoint of the wire. So the fork is now sounded and placed the wooden block and wooden box. The length of the wire is adjusted till the paper rider is thrown off. So at this resonance occurs and vibrates with the maximum amplitude. Now utilizing the formula which is we already have, n is equals to 1 upon 2L mg rho pi square and pi r square and then rho. So here the utility of hollow sound box is like when the tuning fork is kept attached to the box, the air inside the box side introduce vibration, and since the sound box has a large area, the set of large volume into the vibration and the frequency remains same but the amplitude increase due to the resonance. So here is the utility of sound box. So this is all about the sonometer. Now let's move ahead with the numerical based question. The fundamental frequency of the transfer waves vibration in a stressed string is 500 Hz. If the tension of the string is made 4 times, then calculate its fundamental frequency. So fundamental frequency is N1 is equals to 1 upon 2L, 1 upon 2L square root of T upon M. When the tension is increased, it will be N1 dash 1 upon 2L, T1 dash and then M. For the when tension is increased, so the ratio between both of them will be equals to N1 ratio is equals to 1000 Hertz. For the value of frequency when it got stressed is 1000 Hertz. It's a new fundamental frequency. Okay. Now the mass of the frequency of the steel wire is fixed for the diameter of the tension is 576 Newton and frequency is 480 Hertz. Then calculate the frequency of the wire of the tension of 144 Newton. So the ratio is N1 upon N2, a square root of T1 upon T2. So we substitute the value and we get the another value of N2 which is equals to 240 Hertz. The mass of the 1 meter wire is a 20 gram. The wire is stressed under the tension 800 Newton. What are the frequency of its fundamental mode of vibration and their next 3 higher notes? So a fundamental frequency N1 is equals to 1 upon 2L and square root of T upon M. So N1 is equals to 1 upon 2 square root. We'll substitute the values over here and we get N1 is equals to 100 Hertz. Now the frequency of the next 3 higher frequencies are 100 into 2, 100 into 3 means 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. So here with frequency we got 200 Hertz, 300 Hertz and the 400 Hertz. Now when the wire of a tension of 10 kg weight, when its fundamental frequency is given, so at what tension will the frequency become 512? If the tension is kept at 10 kg, then how can the frequency of the wire to be changed to 768 Hertz? So firstly, N is directly proportional to the T, okay, as according to the law of tension. So N1 upon Nt, T1 upon T2, then we'll substitute the value and we get value of T2 is equals to 40 kg. So for this frequency, T2 will be equals to 40 kg. Now, if the tension is fixed at the 10 kg, then law of length, here N is directly inversely proportional to 1 upon L. We'll substitute the value and we get L2 upon L1 is equals to 1 by 3. So the length of the wire is made to be 1/3 of the original length. Okay. Now a uniform wire is stretched between the two bridges situated at the distance of 1 meter. The wire is fixed at the one end of the other end is passes to the other pulley and carries the weight of 9 kg. Fundamental frequency of the wire is 750. Find the speed of the sound in the wire. If the weight is reduced to 4 kg, then what will be the speed of the wavelength of frequency? Fundamental frequency is 750 given. Fundamental frequency, the formula is 1 upon 2L square root of T upon M. So we'll substitute the value and we get value V is equals to 1500 centimeter. This will be the speed of sound in the wire. Now weight is given, then we have to find the speed, wavelength and frequency. So V is directly proportional to T, then V1 when Vt is equals to T1 upon T2. So we get the value of V2 is equals to 1000. Now for the time, and it's directly proportional to the, not for the time, for the tension, and directly proportional to the T, we'll substitute the value and we get value of N2, which is 500 Hertz. It's a new frequency. And V2 is equals to N2 lambda 2, which is equals to 1000 or is equals to 500 into lambda 2. So the new wavelength also we got is 2 meter. Okay. Now, another is the two wires A and B are stressed between the points. The diameter of the frequency, the diameter tension and the density B are the twice diameter tension of the density A. What will be the ratio of the frequency A and B? So, N is equals to 1 upon 2L is N2 T upon pi r square. We have the formula. So, for wire A, it will be like this. For the wire B, it will be like this. As the ratio, we'll find out the ratio for A and B, substitute the value and we get the equation like this. So LB upon LA is equals to 1, RB upon RA is equals to 2. rho b upon rho a is equals to 2. From the given conditions only we are concluding this. So we substitute the value and we get the ratio between n and NA and NB is equals to 2:1. The frequency of the fundamental note, a 66 centimeter wire tube and the same that 20 centimeter long stress wire whose mass is 0.1 of the speed and the wire is 330 meter per second, then determine the tension of the wire. So frequency of the fundamental note of the tube, N tube is equals to V upon 2L. So N tube is equals to 330 by 2 into 0.66. So we get the value of N tube frequency or the tube will be 250 hertz. Now the frequency of fundamental node stressed is for the wire. It will be 1 upon 2L square root of T upon M. So length is equals to 0.20 meter. Then M is equals to 0.1 centimeter. And then convert it to the gram and to the kg. So N wire is equals to N tube. Both will be equals to 250 hertz. When we put the value, then here we get the value of tension T is, we'll put the value over here. We get the value of T is equals to 100 Newton. This is the value of tension. Okay. Now, the frequency of the brass, like generally, all the questions are depends on this frequency based question only or the equation of sonometer only. So now the frequency of the brass wire is 240 hertz when its tension is 625. If the tension is decreased to 100 Newton and the length is half, what would be the frequency? So firstly, we all know the frequency formula 1 upon 2L into square root of T upon M. So initially we'll substitute the values over here according to the given value. So after the this will be the first equation. Now after the decrement of the tension, the equation will be n dash 1 upon 2L. Obviously from L to 2L, 2L to L, then 100 into M. Then we'll divide both the equations. Then we get the value of n dash which will equals to 192 hertz. This will be the new frequency value. Now, the frequency of the sonometer wire is 100 hertz. On doubling the length of the wire, the changing tension frequency becomes 75 hertz. Determine the ratio of the initial and the final tension. So, firstly, again, we know the formula of frequency. For the first case, accordingly, we'll put the equation. For the second case, whatever the equation, like condition has been given in the question, accordingly, we'll make the equation. And when we divide both the equation 1 and 2 here, we get the ratio. As we'll have to write the ratio. So T1 ratio T2 is equals to, we get 4:9. Now, that would be the last one. A tuning fork is 256 meter and what does the indicate? And it is a unison with the wire of the sonometer whose length is 81 centimeter and which is under a tension of 4 kg. How can this wire be brought in the unison for the fork made 384 by first condition is changing the tension and the second will be by changing the length only. So firstly, according to the given condition, tuning fork is made on the 256 correspond to it the frequency in hertz. Okay, so firstly let's find out with the length of the wire which is L is equals to 81 centimeter. We'll convert it into the meter which is 0.81 meter. And tension will be equals to 4 gram Newton. Then also initial frequency N1 is equals to 256 hertz. So firstly, change in tension. This is equals to mgn. So the modified frequency N2 will be equals to 384 hertz as according to the question. Now the frequency is directly proportional to the T. So N1 upon N1 ratio N2 will be equal to square root of T1 ratio T2 for the two different conditions. Okay, now we'll have both frequency and tension. So we'll substitute the value accordingly. Like 256 ratio 384 is equals to square root of 4g and ratio mg. So here we get 2 ratio 3 is equals to square root of 4 ratio m. So 4 ratio 9 is equals to 4 ratio m. M is equals to 9 kg we got, which is equals to the modified tension. So the value of mass we get is 9 kg, which is the modified tension. Now, second is the initial length of the wire, which is L1 is equals to 81 centimeter. We convert it into the meter, which is 0.81. Then initial frequency N1 is equals to 256 hertz. And change in length is L2. Then modified frequency will be N2 384. So the frequency is inversely proportional to 1 upon L. So N1 ratio N2, L2 ratio upon L1. So we'll substitute the value and we get 2 ratio 3, which is equals to ratio L2 ratio 0.81. So L2 will be equals to, we got 0.54 meter. We'll convert this value and so we get 54 centimeters. So this will be the value of L2 by changing the length only. So this is all about or this topic, still you have any doubts or you want a teacher to guide you personally, join our one-to-one live tutoring at Go Ask Now Academy. Will help you to learn every concept with ease. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next topic. Thank you very much.